Hello everyone and welcome back to my Let's Play Kerbal Space Program series. Today we are going to continue I guess we could say, on our moon base. Got the crane there last episode, and let's see if we can get some more stuff there this episode. Now that our crane is on the surface, sort of, we can build or send our first part of our base, which is going to be the cathane mining portion. Will be the center of our base, because I think we're going to want this pretty much everywhere we're going to have a base, at least a manned base. So let me build something to launch this and land it in better than the last landing, hopefully. Another wonderful launch for our space program, and that did not look good. Having to use MechJeb to keep from completely flipping out. This is not all that different from the previous episode's launch, except for this time we are using the inline nuclear thrusters, which I believe are also from Nova Punch, though they tend to have a they tend to have a tendency to overheat. That might just be because they're stacked like this. Maybe if I put one on each end it would have been better. I haven't tried it out. But right now, I'm not liking them so much. They do, however, produce a constant amount of electricity even when they're not burning fuel, which is pretty good for those probes, because I don't know about you, but I frequently forget to extend the solar panels. Might be good for some longer duration missions. They have sort of like the built-in, I forget what it's called, the built-in nuclear power solid state thing. Using a little bit of MechJeb's help just to get us aligned properly, but I think we're going to actually do the proper landing ourselves without MechJeb crashing us into the planet again. And there goes the separatable, detachable nose cones that we had on top of our cathane heavy mining drills. Yeah, I think that's what they're called. A little bit of MechJeb's help in getting us aligned. I'm not sure if that's really helping us or not. I wish there was a better surface thing, so that a sort of surface, I don't know what I'm talking about, but the surface option mode, I've not found much use for it when trying to land. The orbital thing is different. Just have yourself pointing straight up, which is something I would like. I think there is an option to do it, but it's a different module or something. Slowing us down, we're heading right towards the Artemis 2 rover, which is our scout rover. playing with the maneuvering nodes a little bit. We're pretty close, only half a kilometer off. It's pretty good for a manual landing, or a semi-manual landing. Well within the range of our crane for future landings. Of course, if there was atmosphere, things would be quite a bit different. I am not quite sure how we're going to be handling atmosphere. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. It looked kind of like something exploded, but I don't know what it was. And I have just realized that I'm coming in awfully fast. And I made a mistake there, trying to separate that while the thrusters were engaged, because now it is tumbling me. And I have completely lost control, but let's go ahead and lower the landing gear anyway. Now the game is freezing because all the stuff is loading. And we have absolutely no control. These thrusters, the way they're pointed out, makes it hard to roll or anything. Oh, this is not good. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. Let's try that again. Coming in again, this time separating it at the without the thrusters. Made a bit of an error here when I was coming in. I had the angle wrong, turned my orbit a bit, but we're really close. Then about 400 meters, pointed in the right direction and everything. Slowing down a bit, got the ground scatter showing up. Bye fuel tank and radioactive stuff. But since we're on a big thorium deposit, that probably isn't going to have much effect. And I've just realized that I actually don't have any idea where I'm supposed to land relative to the rover. It's hard to tell what is flat and what is not. Obviously there's such craters there, but there was a nice flat spot that I picked out, and I do not remember where that was. I think the rover was near it, but not actually on it. So we'll just have to get down a little bit closer, I guess, near the rover, and maybe make another short hop after that, once we have a better idea. Because obviously we cannot switch crafts right now, I do not believe, because it will tell us we cannot switch when we're about to crash. Not to mention that it could cause issues with trying to switch back in time before we hit the ground. But this is not that bad of a landing. It doesn't look as flat as I remember it being. Not really, anyway. We are about half a kilometer above the terrain, though most of our speed seems to be horizontal, maybe? Or is that data? Horizontal speed, yeah. Pretty much all of our speed is horizontal. Just getting a little bit closer to the rover. Slowing down. Cutting all the horizontal speed. Now we should drop just about straight down. Or close to it, maybe. Tempted to... I really wish there was like a different kind of, I don't know, thruster mode. An easier way to switch between the docking port, a hotkey for that, so that I could translate better. Trying to land like this, I could just hover and use the RCS thrusters to move me around. Now we're going really slow. Really worried about this thing tipping over. The mining thing should be able to write it, but I don't have any way to control them until it's docked with something. And I cannot release them because they are attached to the control section with struts. So if I release the control section, it allows me to move them, but then I don't have any control. A little bit of an oversight on my part, which I did not realize until right about now. But we've managed to touch down. A little bit wobbly. A little bit of a slope too. Not a good thing. I'm hoping that planets like Eve, there's a nice flat spot for us to find to land. Maybe we want to do a little short hop down there in kind of the valley area, so there's at least something sort of flat. But I think that's it for this mission. I wanted to do another mission this episode, but I do not think we're going to have time to fit it in. So like if you like, subscribe if you're not. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time!